Not sure what my bud's doing here in war, but I'm gonna let him do his thing. Alright, so got the tweet up. Just bringing up the YouTube preview here. Get this show on the road. It's part 2 time, everybody. Still doing his thing. Not quite sure what he's doing, but he's doing a thing. So I'll check back in with him later. But how's it going, everybody? This is the part 2 of Red Guardian grind. I'm going to be getting to that in just a sec with all of the rifts that have popped up now. There are plenty of rifts to do, and that costs plenty of energy. So I'm going to burn off one of those real quick, just to see what's up, and then get right back into the grind. I want to say a big howdy, big welcome to the stream. Glad to have you guys here. Thanks for stopping by. It's going to be just putting a bunch of points here for the next hour and a half, 2 hours. 4 stars should be back up. 5 stars should be up too. May wind up doing a couple 6s just for kicks. See where the night goes. But first, let's see what even is available here. So there's a tier 4 Cav 5-star alpha. That would be nice. I think the tier 4 basic shards are really the best thing for me. But yeah, let's see. Pretty even split. So for this one, it's going to be awesome, alphas. That's very helpful. I'm able to do the tier 3 rift here because of today's compensation for the slight snafu with the update. Wound up working out pretty good for everybody, I think. This way you can do the full amount of rifts, plus you can get the chronometer and still have a bit left over, so yeah, we'll take that. Definitely take that. It's nice too that it's a couple alphas, not just a single one. I still would have been happy with a single one, but getting 2 out of the batch, that's pretty solid as well. Because Lordy knows you go through those quick. Also want to take a big minute to give a big howdy, big shout out, big welcome to the latest Von subs to the channel. Thank you guys for subscribing. There's a big push in subscribers here a couple hours ago. That was awesome. Glad to have you guys here. Thanks for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTubes. Thanks for subscribing, digging the content, and being curious to see what comes out next. You and me both. As it stands, I am currently 2 subscribers short of the 500 required to apply for the CCP. It's been a big goal of mine. It's really cool to be here now. Really thankful for you guys for all the support. Really appreciate that. Thank you, everybody. Alright, so no platinum pool here today. Just going straight in for the White Widow fight. It is a bit curious that even for the tier 3 rift, it still takes 4 energy per tile. And with this whole thing wrapping up in... no crystals though, interesting. This whole thing wrapping up in a day and a half. That's pretty far to go. Let me check this here real quick. This is going to be an epic one. I'm not going to record it. Yeah, I am. What am I talking about? Of course I am. Of course I am. This is the YouTube. Everything gets recorded. Alright, so this is the epic rift here. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure if these, okay, so these are not timed. Excellent. I know in iterations past you have an hour to complete it. It's nice to see that there is not a time limit this time, say for just, you know, the end of the event. But since that isn't for another couple days, this is going to get done this evening. Gives me a chance to move on out, move on ahead, and get some energy back naturally. I don't want to get too far down the rabbit hole with all of this because, you know, time is a waste in putting up points in the arena. And really, that is the name of the game here for the next couple days. Yo, Apex! How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Glad you're here. Alright, so this time it's a Tech Awakening Stone, and it is Tech Skill. So, let's see what happens. Grind's going pretty good. Grind's going really good, actually. For day one, just hit 12 mil. Today is another 10%. Excellent. Alright, so I am going to back out of that. Sitting at about 12 mil right now, hoping to get to 20 by the end of the stream here today. Keep on pace for about 70 mil, maybe 75 by the end of the event. I will get you that number in just a minute. Because usually the cutoff for new champions is like a mil, maybe like 1.2. But I'm not sure what he went for first round for the 3-star. Let me get you that number and then speculate from there. So, not there. It's in here someplace. One moment, please, while I access that information for you. And also get pummeled by Emma here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. There we go. Back out of there. Heavy there. You know, I'm just going to speculate, probably like 1.2, 1.3 Apex. If you're able to get to like 1.5, 1.6, that's probably best. If you've got some of the arena boosts for the 3-stars and 4-stars, I recommend using those. 3 stars especially, because otherwise those wind up collecting dust sometimes. So if you got the arena boost, go for that. That helps speed things up immensely, but ballpark somewhere in there. Designs, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. Happy Monday. Let's see. Can't find anyone that knows why Kabam. You know, I think just because it's such a big round number, and it just covers all the bases. It's a ridiculously large number, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it pretty much covers almost the entire event's worth of stuff. So yeah, I think it was just one big giant band-aid to keep everybody happy. That's my guess. Not complaining at all. Not complaining at all. That's like a whole bunch of extra epic riffs and almost the entire amount of tier 3 riffs. Plus you get the chronometer, so that's awesome. Lincoln, howdy. Happy Monday. Glad you're here, my friend. What is my dream job? Dream job is probably something illustration or design related. So I would not want to work at Disney Animation or Pixar by extension, but probably one of the smaller studios where you still get to have fun doing some of the art and animation, but you don't have some big Disney overlord looking over your shoulder all the time. Something like that I think would be pretty fun. So somehow all of these require refreshes, so that's a bit annoying. Apex. Oh, that's what you mean. Yep, okay, yep. Gotcha. Anyway, I'm bored of refreshing these guys a second time. Let's go into some of the 4-stars here again. I burned the 4-star boosts on these guys last time around. Speaking of which, speaking of boosts, I've got 30% boosts expiring. So, well, again, fair warning, I do not recommend doing this if you are doing an arena grind. Do not recommend it. But if they're going to be expiring and you're not going to be using them otherwise, yeah, may as well. The points it gives you for the slight attack boost is nominal. Effectively, if you're just refreshing a team of champs, all it winds up giving you is like an extra round or two of free points. And seeing as how rare those boosts are, it's not worth using for that. So again, don't recommend it, but just because mine are expiring, that's why I'm using one. So, no kidding, no kidding. Man, small world. What position do you have, or whereabouts in the pipeline? That's actually really cool. Small world. I would probably be at original storyboards, maybe character design, but storyboarding for sure. Because I think that you have the most, I would have the most fun there, just getting to iterate and throw out ideas and wonky poses and expressions and scene setups. Alright, so get that 4-star bunch out of the way, refresh a couple of these 5s just to slowly get through that backlog. Still wish someday that they come up with a help all button or just do away with the help feature in the first place. It's really, really an antiquated gaming model. But we'll see. And there you go. There goes Thor. Excellent. Excellent. So how have you guys been? How's your Monday been treating you? Hope it's been going well. Hope the week is off to a good start. All things considered. Yeah, buddy. Getting there. Getting there. Had a nice little 4-sub push during the first live stream earlier this morning, which is most excellent. But yes, currently only 2 subs away from hitting that magic 500. So exciting. So exciting. Very nice. Dude, that's really cool. That's really cool. What's my job besides YouTube? I am a graphic designer. So currently I do a lot of corporate art, which, you know, satisfies the client and they're happy with what they get because it fits their branding and image and, you know, still is all this, that, and the other. You get a little bit less freedom than if you're just doing, you know, more traditional fun art, but trades off with a little bit more structure, so it's not bad. It's not bad. Job previously, I was working at a whatchamacallit. Switch this around. Effectively, I was a freelance designer as well, just doing a bunch of work for various clients that would come in. And that was actually a lot of fun too, because every day wound up being a different project for a different person. Wound up juggling 5, 6, 7 clients at once, just depending on their needs. They come in, ask for art for X, Y, and Z. I do X, Y, and Z, and then when that project's done, you know, just keep going down the to-do list. So keeps me busy. Hey, no worries, Apex, no worries. Glad you're here now. What's Shannon, what's your dream job? Yeah. Everybody's got their own dream job, right? And everyone's got the job that they got, whether it's their dream job or stepping stone to get there. Everyone's got their own thing. Everyone has their own preference, their own likes, but me, I can't see myself ever doing anything different, you know? Something I always wanted to do as a kid. Found my way there, one way or another, still making it work, so it's cool. Get to adapt it to a bunch of different fields, doing a bunch of different things for a bunch of different people. Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Yo, Aaron, how are ya? Awakened my 5-star Elsa today, and I'm debating if I should rank 5 her. What content is she good for? It's... Yes, you should rank 5 her. You probably should not... She probably should not be your first skill rank 5 if you got an Aegon. He would probably take precedence. Nick Fury is debatable. Stealthy is debatable. Blade, I think, might be a better first option. But provided you already have a solid rank 5 roster and it's just time to take up the next champ, yes, she's definitely worth a rank 5. She's more useful for select fights and select paths as opposed to handling one node by herself. Anybody that evades is Elsa food. Is she awakened? If she's awakened, then any science champ is Elsa food. Anyone who's large or extra large is Elsa food. And anybody who is large, extra large, is science, and or is the last node on a quest is also Elsa food. Evasion champs are also really useful. Oh, not awakened. Because she can cycle from Incinerate, which is her standard ability, to Cold Snap, provided they evade. So, like if you take her into Realm of Legends, right, and the first fight is the Red Hulk. Red Hulk has the intolerance to Incinerate, so he just winds up eating those. He just winds up eating those until he evades because it's Realm and everybody evades. Then she starts throwing Cold Snap and is able to stack debuffs that way. Some of the nodes where you have to have X amount of debuffs on the opponent to be able to do damage, she's great for that. Oh, thank goodness. She's great for that because she stacks debuffs like it's nobody's business. There's that node in Act 6-4 where you need to have X amount of precision charges on you before you can start doing damage. She's great for that too. After you throw the special 3, she gets 3 precision charges. And those slowly decay over time, one at a time. So that's great for longer stretches of fight. she's just really really smooth. If someone has a lot of block penetration, if you're fighting someone with block penetration, she's great for that. Because every 4 or 5 seconds or so, depending on which synergies you bring, she's able to do that really nifty passive evade. So you can go in, hit into them. If depending on how confident you are doing intercepts, she's great for that too. You can intercept. If you need to eat a hit, you can parry. Then she'll dex and avoid the block damage, which is super useful. All around, she's just a really fun utility champion. If you stack the multiplier from her light attack, and then launch a special one or a big medium attack, the potency of her incinerate and or cold snap is amplified depending on how many of the light attack multipliers you get on the opponent. So I'll probably wind up doing it later here on stream when I get to the 6 stars and refreshing 6 stars a little bit. But just for example, my arena team here for max points for the grind is a 6-star rank 3 stealthy, 6-star rank 3 Elsa, and a 6-star rank 3 Ghost, right? And I choose those 3 because of how quickly they get through fights. I got full suicide zone, so that boosts Ghost ridiculously so. Stealthy as well, in addition to just its own kit ability, and then Elsa because of the 3 of them, she KOs people the fastest. So she's great for arena as well. She's one of those really useful jack of many trade characters, but like unlike the Civil Warriors or Red Skulls or whatnot, she actually has a really fair amount of utility. If prestige is something you're concerned about too, then she's, I think, currently still the 5th highest skill prestige champ, behind Fraggle Rock, Stealthy, Squirrel Girl, and somebody else, but above Nick Fury. So that's something too. And she's just fun to play. That's my biggest thing. She's just fun to play. Sorry, that was me like rambling about how great Elsa is for like 5 minutes. Sorry, that was a really long-winded answer. Really long-winded answer. Lincoln says, my dream job would be an actor. Although I never went to acting school. Do piano? Maybe something with that. That's awesome. What would you want to act in? On film for either for movies or TV, or acting on stage, or voice acting, or a combination of all of those. Piano's pretty fun too. Hey PP, welcome back. Welcome back to this stream, part 2. Good to see you, my friend. Jengus, howdy, happy Monday. Grind is going very well. I have spent 0 units so far. I'm pushing 13 mil. 4 stars are refreshed, 5 stars are refreshed. 6 stars are not going to be refreshed tonight. Or no, they will be refreshed tonight, but probably after the stream. And it's going really well. My goal here for the end of today is to hit 20 million one way or another. And I'm pretty well on track for that, so yeah, it's going good. Still in good spirits. That's a big plus. Yeah, Aaron, that's really, at the end of the day, that's really the best part. She's just so much fun to use. She's so smooth to play. Roblox, howdy. Howdy, bud, good to see you. Welcome back. Still at it. Still at it. Yes. Yes, PP, you are 100% correct. There's a reason that I have her mug is my profile pic here in game. There's a reason that I got her as my banner art right above me right there. Yeah. I love me some Elsa Bloodstone. Which is so fun, and one of the great things that I love about this game is because before I started playing this game and before she was even ever announced or released, I had no idea who she was. Character's cool. It's just that the kit that they gave her is fantastic. It's a win-win all around. Oh, and then plus a lot of her attacks are projectile based. So that's great too for annoying people like Electro or Spiked Armor. Tom, how are you, my friend? Doing pretty good. Week's off to a great start. Keeping busy, just putting up a bunch of points. I thought I hit 12 million. Got a little bit to go still. But no, it's going good. You pulled Nick Fury from a legendary crystal. Dang. Big congrats. Big congrats. Nice thing is that there's still plenty of time left for the rifts that you can go for a skill awakening stone too, if you're able. That'd be awesome to get a Nick Fury and then get him awakened right off the bat. Yeah, you are set, my friend. That's all. That's fantastic. Good luck. Awesome. Shirmoy, how are you? Good to see you again too, dude. It's good. It's good. Almost 12 million points in. Trying to get to 20 one way or another by night's end. I think between the 4s and the 5s and 6s, 6s are probably going to be off stream, but one way or another, I'm going to be hitting 20 mil before I go to bed. So it's not bad for day one. Gothic Nation, howdy. You got 5-star Beardo from Legendary Crystal. Dude, that's awesome too. A lot of good pulls. That's a lot of good pulls today. Shimori, the fact that you're doing Arena is still a testament to your tenacity, so that's good on you, my friend. I was cracking the joke earlier that if all my Arena runs started out like this, where I hit all milestones by the end of day one, that'd be so amazing. Just get the whole thing done in one fell swoop and just chill in the last couple days. But yeah, normally that doesn't happen because you know this is just an exception. Speaking of arena grinds, it does look like Tigra is going to be the first champ next month, which is cool. Kind of sucks because it means that's gonna be 2 big feature grinds for me, relatively back to back. But she looks awesome. She looks awesome. Really unique utility kind of champ, which is really what I'm interested in. Cheers. So let's keep going through the 4 stars. Only reason I'm doing the 4 stars first is because they'll still refresh one more time tonight, whereas the 5 stars won't. So bear with me here while I'm going through some of the smaller grinds. Parallel, how are you, dude? Happy Monday. Good to see you. Uh-oh. You're mad. What's up? What happened? That's not good. Go through here. Knock this down. Probably should have done that heavy attack right at the top of the fight, but at this point, I don't think it's going to make a difference. Let's see. Sorry, foot's around with something here quick, and it's autofill is fighting me. There we go. Thought I'd changed all this stuff over, but I guess not. There we go. Perfect. Ooh. Astro, that's rough. That's rough. I mean, congrats to your sister for the surfer. That's cool. That's super lucky on her part. But, yeah, rip. Rip, my friend. Not that Hell is an overly bad champ, just the 4-star sting of it, you know? Sorry. Hopefully that just means you're getting some of the bad luck out of the way, and the next one's gonna just knock it out of the park, right? Aaron asks, what is my master build for suicides? As soon as I'm done with this run, I will bring it up, and I'll show you. But off the top of my head, it is 3 points in Double Edge, 2 points in Liquid Courage, no points in Despair or that branch. And then I don't touch the defense or the proficiency tabs when I turn suicides on and off. Still running 3 points in Mystic Dispersion. I got Resonate turned on just because it's too expensive to turn that on and off. And the willpower heal is nothing compared to what it used to be, so. Plus it's all void food. Uh-oh. But I'll bring it up here in a sec. Yeah. You should try the shoe schnick method for opening. Next time you open a big crystal like that, just open a couple premiums first. Relish the 2 stars that you'll inevitably get out of them. And then because you got the 2-star luck out of the way, the next thing is going to be a little bit better. I think my current percentage is somewhere in the range of 40% of the time it works every time. It used to be a lot higher. So that should tell you everything you need to know about its reliability. But stuff like that, you know, people do the pet method for kicks. You know, it's the same reason when you watch baseball players up the plate, you know, they take a step back after they watch a strike over the plate, and they do have their little superstitious ritual. You know, adjust the straps on their gloves, tweak their hat a little bit, you know, hit the bottom of their cleats with the bat, touch their face somehow. Everyone's got their own thing. It's like, alright, well, now I did my lucky little gesture. Dang, 5-star featured from Nova from Featured. You know, Apex by Kabam Logic, the 100 6-star shards is better than the 5-star featured. I don't believe it, but that's what I'm told. But I'm sorry, man. That's rough. That's the rough part about the rifts. Isn't so much that whatever you pull is whatever you pull. It's just that because this game is so social now, there's always that keeping up with the Joneses aspect of it too. Like, well, so and so wound up pulling like 7 awakening gems and like 6,000 6-star shards. Like, well, first of all, I doubt it. But then it's like, well, okay, why didn't I get that? You know. But still, Six Stones is rough. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, Apex, always something. Yes, Aaron, I do. Kabam's cutoff is 500 subscribers minimum to be able to apply or be considered for the program. And currently, thanks to you guys, because you guys are awesome, I'm sitting at 498. So it'll be a big, super exciting day when that rolls over. But But, you know, if you haven't already, if you would kindly like and subscribe. Nope, no pressure. No pressure. But that is my shameless plug number 1 for this stream. But yeah, that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Curious. Alright, so that's far enough down the 4-star rabbit hole for me for right now. Time to bring back up the 5 stars, but first, I did say about the masteries. Still got half hour on that boost, that's excellent. So, masteries. Really the only thing noteworthy here for the offense tree is I put 2 points in courage, because that has a dual benefit of helping me out in alliance events, because more often than not, I find myself below 50% health. But then also for arena too, it's just a nice to have. 4 points in both cruelty and precision, point each for recoil and whatever this one, glass cannon. 3 points in double edge, 2 points in liquid courage. Defense tree I don't touch, so just standard assortment to crack open the back half here. And then I run resonate. I run path 1 in alliance quest, which is the defender takes a huge reduction in damage unless they're inflicted with a weakness, so to be able to inflict a weakness just naturally without having a champ that also applies weakness is really imperative. And then proficiencies here is also fairly standard. 3 points in Mystic Dispersion. I've got Parry maxed out, 3 points in Limber. Only 1 point in Dexterity because that's really all you need. And then Petrify Pacify is maxed out as well as Stun. So, works out pretty well for me. If this Gold Mastery actually did something useful, I'd go for that. But it's mighty expensive for a nominal increase. So, well, speaking of other tangents, okay, so we did get that Mysterio down. Excellent. This war is a lost cause, probably, but still got to finish. Not a lost cause because we're like fatalists or whatever. It's just that we're fighting like the Master Rank 3 Alliance, and yeah, that's just not gonna go our way. But anyway, back to Arena. Back to Arena. Let's do that. Ooh. Big special thanks to whoever just subscribed. Now sitting at $4.99. That's exciting. Getting there, everybody. Getting there. That's so freaky. Cool freaky, but so freaky. My Lance is Silver 3. Can't wait for season rewards. You and me both. You and me both. Ah, Gothic, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the sub. Much appreciated. That's so cool. Thank you. Dex back there. Special there. I know, so close. Dude, did it just roll over? Did it roll over? Refresh. Actually, let's let me see about switching something over here. Turn this on. There we go. Let's check it out. Hey! Oh man, that is awesome. I am print screening that. There we go, everybody. There we go. That's awesome. That's sub number 500. Thank you very much to whoever what that was. That's such a big milestone. That's such a big milestone. Thank you guys so much. That's so cool. That's so cool. Oh, did it just roll over now too? Refresh that again. Yep, there you go. 501. 501st. Keep me, keep them Jedi away from me. 501st is coming for them. Alright. That's so cool. That's so cool. Well, guys, thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. I'm chuffed to pieces. Absolutely chuffed to pieces. Thanks, guys. Well, I will be applying in the morning. Or sending off the email. Because from what I read from, I read online, that's how you do it. You wind up sending whoever the Kabam spokesperson is the notice just saying, hey, I'm me, I exist, and it'd be cool to be a CCP. And they're like, hey, cool, you exist. You haven't said anything horrible, awful on your YouTube channel, and you promote fun things in game, so we'll consider it. Sorry, I'm multitasking here while I just punch the help button indefinitely. I wound up taking a screen cap of 500. I just want to make sure that I paste it someplace to have, so it doesn't wind up getting lost in the ether. Save, call that number 500. Awesome. Well, there we go, guys. I'm going to boost Thiago here. He was, or they were a subscriber number 480 something, but it was the last non-private sub, so I gotta just manually update. But there we go, 100%. Awesome. So exciting. Thank you guys. Thank you again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh man, now it really starts. Now it starts. But that isn't gonna be it, guys. That isn't it by a long stretch. Still got a huge grind here to do. Get a 5-star version of that man I just refreshed. And even though it's too late to do the CCP for him, still want to do a big review overview gameplay bit for him. Hopefully say a couple of things that haven't been said yet or said in the exact same way. I have been mulling how I would like to do my style for champion reviews. Got a couple things in the works. The inaugural champ will be none other than Elsa Bloodstone because, obviously, right? But that still need to put the mid touches on that project. Not the finishing touches, not that far yet. Just somewhere in the mid range, off the chopping block. That's so cool. It's so freaking cool. Thank you guys. All right. Back to it. Back to it. So, well, I think of it. Like I said, first of the champion reviews that I will be doing is going to be Elsa, because obviously. But who would the second champ? Who should the second champ be? Just based on somebody you would like a simplified rundown of a champion, like a detailed bit of who they are, what they do, with some of their synergies, some of their abilities, the rundown. I know there's a lot of champs out there, and a lot of champs that have their abilities stretching like 7 different pages. Most recently being Platinum Pool. Turkey. Turkey says long shot. Long shot. Duly noted. Also, hello. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. Glad to have you here. Long shot would be really good, because that would also kind of force me to get good with him. Got him, ranked him up to rank 2 just because I love the Melty special one, but it'd be really fun to take a deep dive to see what else he can do besides that. Especially since that synergy he has with Rogue is so all-encompassing. Havoc. Awesome, gotcha. And then what would be most useful to hear? I still want to, if you guys got other suggestions for champs, still want to hear that too, but what would be most useful to get out of a video for you guys? Like, okay, aside from just, you know, reading down the laundry list of this is their awakened ability, this is their passive ability, this is their special 1, this is their special 2, something like that, would it be just like, okay, so you got the champ, this is the optimal rotation, you know, medium, light, light, medium, special 1, special 2, special 1, heavy, heavy, something like that. Ah, Turkey got 5-star long shot today. Big congrats. Was that out of a featured? I think it's out of featured. I don't think he's been added to basic yet, actually. But congrats, all the same. Enjoy the super melty special 1. Well, Apex, thank you very much for that. Awesome. Alright, so next up here we got Sunspot. I want to do a deep dive on Sunspot too. Not so much for his kit and his abilities, but just how utilitarian his synergies are. And all the fun things you can do with that. Yeah, yeah. That'll Apex. That'll definitely keep me busy for a hot minute. Okay. Like along the lines of like optimal rotation for their move sets, or like this is where you can actually apply their ability, or both, I suppose. The idea here for the video too is that it's going to come in somewhere in the 5 minutes or less. I really like what Katie does with some of her champ reviews. I think hers is 6 minutes or less, so I'm not gonna pirate that idea, but I would want to keep mine more on the concise side. Why did I put Archangel against Omega Red? That was a really dumb idea. Not impossible, but just really dumb. Come on, dude. Throw the special. Come on. Don't chase me across the field, you clown. Thank you. Now get off me. Sweet. Got out of that sticky situation. That could have been bad. Corvus here. Well, that could have been a lot worse. You flipped me there, but could have been worse. Both is good. Insert meme of little girl. Why not both? So making pretty good progress on the 5 stars here too. Well, big cheers to Yusef here for taking Squirrel Girl up to rank 5. Not a bad champ. Interesting option. Not a bad champ. Got that. Got that. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. And bye-bye Blade. So who here has seen any of the gameplay videos that CCP has put out about Tigra today? And if you have, what do you think? Still getting my my thoughts about me. That was an extremely easy fight. Awesome. Sorry. Getting way too invested in the fight there. Freaky that none of those triggered auto block. I mean, it's kind of a good thing that none of them triggered auto block to give him a prevent him from getting that charge, but she looks like she's gonna be super annoying as a defender on Caltrops nodes. Just because she's going to be yet another champion that you just have to keep dexing back. Or, I forget the name of it. But the one where you can't do the same move more than twice. Because 3 dexes back count for that. It isn't just offensive attacks, it's also passive moves. Or defensive moves. See, simple games are fun. At the start of this, I will give a solid tip of my hat to the devs who made Monument Valley 2. At the start of this whole thing, they wound up making that game free for a couple of days. Just, you know, as their little way to make everyone's lives just a little bit happier, just for a little bit. So I wound up downloading that, played the first couple maps. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Pretty game. Very minimalistic, which is nice. But you know, just like you're saying, the simplicity, the complex nature of it in its simplicity, really, is really appealing. So that, and I just got to pop in some Mario Kart too, just for old time's sake, just for fun. That's probably going to be my cooldown after this arena's done. Let's go play some Mario Kart. Yeah, Apex, that's what I'm afraid of too. I say afraid of because me personally, am a big fan of hers. I was probably going to pick up at least a 4-star version anyway as soon as I saw the Elsa synergy, but then Dave did his deep dive and dang it, I'm sold. But that's going to be another not fun. Well, I shouldn't say it that way. It's going to be another super solid arena grind. We can make it fun. We can make it fun. Heck yeah. Anytime I'm feeling blue, just pop into Mario Kart and just go for it. Anytime I've got my 64 out, first thing that goes in was Smash Brothers, but the second thing that goes in is Mario Kart. I kind of wish that they'd go back to Mario Kart 8 and then just do another DLC with another batch of like 8 maps instead of just waiting for whatever the next console iteration is. But even still, that having been said, 8 and 8 Deluxe is just instant classic. Arguably the best in the series. The Elsa synergy means that gives Elsa 4 seconds longer for each of her her two debuffs, her light debuff and medium debuff, which means incinerates and cold snaps last 4 seconds longer, and the critical multiplier on her light attack lasts 4 seconds longer. So it's extremely, extremely useful. I'm pretty evenly split between 64 and 8. Played the couple versions in between the DS, which was nice as like the first, or no, the Advance. Mario Kart Advance was the first handheld one, and then DS. Put in a good bit of time for DS too. Then 7 came out. Put in a fair amount of time on 7. And then just completely forgot all of those existed when 8 came out, because 8 was just stunning. So 64 is still my preference, just because it's classic, and the game is so broken, it's fun to just exploit that too. Like growing up, me and my buddy always had a bunch of like house rules, you know. All right, well, no Wario Stadium wall glitch. Okay. Or only can use projectiles, or, you know, so you can race fastest backwards. You know, whole bunch of different things. Spent hundreds of hours on that game. But again, 8 is such an instant classic because it's so pretty. Plus, it gave all the old maps their proper due too, with the new shiny coat of paint. So that one's pretty solid as well. It just really depends whatever machine's out. Dude, Mario Bros is classic. I'm really excited to see what they come out with for whatever the remasters are. For because they're doing a new remaster of Mario 64, a remaster of Sunshine. I think new Super Mario Bros. Is getting a new coat of paint too. And I'm not sure about Mario or any of the Super Nintendo ones, whether it's Mario World or Yoshi's Island. If one of them are getting some love too, but Mario 64 for sure. So that that will also most likely be a insta buy. Oh yeah. See, but by that point, Shimoy, we've got the tracks memorized down to a T, just because we've raced each one hundreds of times. And that's part of the fun, you know? Like, you have an idea of what you need to do, just because, you know, you've done it so many times. But at the same point, too, then you get some, like, the landmines with either the exploding snowmen or some of the water traps. That's what made it interesting. Mm-hmm. We did the same thing with Smash Bros. Too. You know. My personal favorite was on the 64 playing the house game of Jiggly Ball, where we were both whoever we wanted to be, and then had the third player be like a level 3 Jigglypuff or something. We turned the handicap way down, so Jigglypuff wound up taking like 600% damage before getting smashed out. And the idea for Jiggly Ball was to take it to Kirby's field, right? Knock Jigglypuff off the field, and then see how many times we could just bat Jigglypuff underneath the map. So we were both Kirby, just make life a little bit easier. And then batted her across underneath the stage. See, fun stuff like that. Like games just straight out of the box are fun, right? But it's the replayability that really makes games classic. Because it's the dumb stuff like that that I remember the most. Lucas, how are you, my friend? Sorry. Ah, you asked a couple of times. Sorry, I missed it. 5 stars, Spider-Gwen or Red Hulk? Which rank are you looking to take him to? And do you have Domino? Hey, Double Dash is a lot of fun too, Aaron. All of them are fun, and all of them have their own charm for their own reason, which is nice. All right, so Mojo Jojo here. Going in here, get the crossbow that stun somebody. Oh well. I mean, I don't know why I'm trying for the prompt. Star-Lord is gonna melt super quick anyway. Then probably Spider-Gwen, Lucas. Red Hulk is good and he's fine and he's fun, but it takes a while to get him ramped up, and his abilities are nowadays are mediocre. Not bad. He's not a bad champ. He just gets most of his utility being a synergy mule for Domino nowadays. Mojo would be a lot of fun too. But I got some decisions to make now, because I'm done with this batch of featured 5 stars after the last opening. Shameless plug number 2 for the night, guys. But I've got a bunch of Sig Stones to dole out now. Because originally I wanted to take Silver Surfer to rank 5 Sig 200 for prestige, right? But I'm not going to do that anymore. So I've got a bunch of Sig Stones that I got to use and figure out who's going to get them. So the nice thing now is that I can give them to the fun champs, as opposed to, you know, Surfer purely to be a prestige mule. But we'll see. You know, I was never big on most Marvel comics growing up. I was big on Spider-Man, especially for the 90s cartoon. I was always more of a DC guy growing up, so I never knew about Mojo. But I did know about Mojo Jojo. So then I found out about this Mojo, but it was already too late. The monkey was the first in my head, and it forever will be that way now. Spider-Gwen is a little bit more fun, I think, and a bit more useful on defense as well. She hits, so like when her buff and She-Hulk's buff came out, everyone was kind of fawning over She-Hulk for the slow ability, right? But Spider-Gwen post buff is able to hit a lot harder now too, which is nice. She's one of the more useful science spider champs. Obviously a lot better than Miles and better than classic Spidey. The fact that you can shift modes depending on your situation is helpful. And the fact that you can't True Strike her is useful on defense. That having been said, they aren't If you had like another science champ to rank up, I'd definitely be, I'd definitely consider them as well. But given the two, I'd probably go Spider Gwen over Red Hulk. Also has just a wee bit more utility out of the box. You don't have to ramp her up as much. Dex back again, go back in. Special one to the face. Apex asks, which quest did I get the Legends badge in? Does it say? Because I vaguely remember that you can check somewhere and see what the various different Legends badges you get are, where they're from. Honestly, off the top of my head, I can't remember. It's been a couple of years. I don't remember specifically which one it was. Is the champion good? Just got him also as a 5-star. Well, congrats on the new champ. First off, is he good? He's not bad. I'll say that. He's not great though. If you've got an Aegon, he's an amazing synergy champ for Aegon. If you got Thing, he's a fantastic synergy champ for Thing. But by himself, not so much. Probably would, like me personally, I would probably wind up keeping him at a rank 2, or if I had the extra cats lying around, take him up to rank 3. But you'd probably wind up staying there. Not bad. He's good for, you know, arena points and, like I said, to be a synergy champ, but not useless, which is still good. Come on, my dude. Thank you. You know, my whole stance is that there are very few champions in this game that are just straight up trash. Like, I would put White Magneto in that category, and I'd put Netflix Daredevil in that category. Iron Patriot is pretty close, but those two I just absolutely hate playing. Absolutely hate playing. Because not only are they not fun to play, their utility and damage is garbage. They have no useful synergies. Those guys, I think for me, those two guys only are trash. Everybody else has some form of utility, no matter how completely niche it is. But yeah, I mean, if you get a Nexus Crystal with a champion um, with Daredevil Netflix, and even just say like, I don't know, someone even mid tier, yeah, no one's even gonna think twice about it. Alright, well, I'm just gonna special 3 this guy and not waste time trying to intercept him. So, God tier confirmed. You know what champion really needs is a buff to the whatchamacallit, champions of the contest that he gets. Because like the what is it, 10 champs? No, 12 champs that he specifically targets as being like the OP champions in the game are so dated, where it's like, yeah, they're not bad. It's just that nowadays there are like a whole heap ton of champs readily not really available in the 5-star basic pool that are leaps and bounds better than the ones mentioned there. So at least that way, bring up his relevance just a wee bit again, you know? And just update it every 6 to 12 months. Magneto absolutely 100% needs a buff. Phoenix needs a little extra something, like a killer synergy. But Phoenix has grown on me a lot as a champ. She just needs a little something extra. But like her synergy with Emma Frost is super useful. And Phoenix is probably one of the better like longevity champs you could use in excuse me, an Alliance quest or in a long quest, just because you can really cheese her regen if you plan it out. All right, so take this, right? You go into a fight, you fight somebody, take a bit of block damage, you maybe eat a combo, whatever, you still win the fight. Start the next fight with 30% health, right? Provided that you're able to parry or you're able to heavy intercept, right? Get 3 or 4 Phoenix charges, maybe take a little bit of block damage, do a little damage, right? But stack up 3 or 4 Phoenix charges. Let the enemy KO you. Let the Phoenix charges kick in, regen back to full, and finish off the job with the incinerate you get from the ridiculous amount of Furies you get. So then you've wasted absolutely no resources on Alliance Quest potions, and you've got a fully healed champion again. If you wind up running into the same sort of sticky situation next fight or the fight after, you can still lather, rinse, repeat, because you can do it each and every fight. Again, she's not the best regen option for Alliance events, and ramping her up is a little bit wonky, but yeah, definitely not useless. Frollo, yes, I did get the 1000 intel and the single energy, yeah. Started in on one of the rifts, wound up getting a 10% tier 5 basic, or tier 5, yeah, tier 5 basic. But I ran out of energy, and I needed to keep going with the grind, so as soon as I get my energy back up again, I'll be going in, finishing that, and then starting in on the next one. Come on. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Come on. Jesus. Thank you. How did I not bleed from that? How did I not bleed from that? I thought that was a 100% chance to bleed. Huh. I know Mysterio can't have his ability accuracy reduced, but that doesn't mean he can prevent bleed from triggering on an ability. Huh. Who knew? Very nice. Well, Thing is nice. Yeah, Apex, I suppose. Yeah, that would have worked too. Pretty rough around the edges with Mysterio. But yeah, absolutely could have done that. Yeah. I gotta say, I'm kind of excited to do as many of the tier 3 rifts as we have available, just to try and get some of the tier 4 basic or tier 1 alphas. I still burn through those like it's nobody's business. That having been said, the energy cost to go through it that many times is going to be pretty steep, especially this late in the game. You're gonna have to burn like every energy you got to be able to run through them, and then even still, I don't think you're gonna be able to make it. But if you got the extra energy refills lying around, it might not be a bad idea. Krello asks, should I awaken my 5-star Sparky or wait for Ghost? Are those the only two tech options you got? And I'm assuming it's a tech gem, right? If you can wait, I would probably wait. Sparky is still pretty useful, even unawakened. Ghost is still useful, unawakened. Ghost is just a lot easier to play, awakened. Probably wait for Ghosts. But if, like, at the end of... But set a deadline for yourself, that's the thing. So, like, at the end of the month, say, give yourself a few weeks. If you don't have Ghost, sure. Go for Sparky. Or 2 months, say. That way you don't wind up keeping the gem in your inventory just indefinitely. You're going to wind up getting more use out of an Awakened Champ today than you will a potential maybe someone, you know, a month, 2 months, 4 months down the road. Hopefully less than that, because I hope you pull Ghost, but that's my 2 cents at least. Yeah, Warlock's out there, he's a good option. Gilly 99 if you don't mind her rotation. Give yourself a little bit extra survivability. A couple more natural combo shields. You know, 1 week that works too. Alright, my dude. Come here. Vision with his little dukes up. What a clown. What a clown. What's the best rotation for Elsa? It depends. It depends what mode of gameplay you're in. If you're in Arena, ending two 5-hit combos ending on light, followed by a medium and or special 1. That's all you need. If it's a longer fight, like if you're fighting a Realm of Legends champ, or even, you know, Labyrinth, somebody like that, you're going to want to start off with a special 3, get your precision charges up, because then that gives you even more damage, and then start in on your regular cycle. What you're going to want to wind up doing with Elsa is depleting her charges incrementally, right? So she gets, I think it's six charges of light ending bullets and 6 charges of medium ending bullets, right? And each time you deplete the light or medium, you get increased power gain. So you're always going to want to have one of those depleted at any given time and just give yourself added power gain. But again, like I said, it just really depends on how long the fight's going to be. And it depends on just how much punishment you want to give your opponent. But yeah, usually no more than like a three multiplier. Oh, that should more than suffice for most arena champs. Krillo asks, 4-star Mega Red, Archangel, Old Man, Sunspot, who to awaken with no 6 stones? Omega. Probably. Sunspot is entirely dependent on having a high sig to be super useful and relevant. So is Omega, to be honest, but no, I take it back. I take it back. If you can only awaken and have them just sit at Sig 1, then probably Archangel. He won't have very potent neurotoxins, but he'll be able to get neurotoxins, which is still a start. If you've got extra 6 stones, probably next up would be Omega, just because he's such an all-around useful champion. Sunspot after that, and then Old Man Logan after that. Apex asks, Omega... Oh, answering the question. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Kind of makes me wish that they would extend the events out like another week, just so people could burn off all the cool stuff that they were gifted right now. But then again, maybe that's a little bit of a benefit to them as well, because that just means people would potentially buy energy refills. Speaking of which, I should probably check and see how much energy I got. See if I can finish up that rift I started. Cheers. And even more network connectivity issues. I haven't gotten an email saying that there's going to be maintenance tomorrow night. Which is really surprising, for one, because it's Tuesday, which means there's always maintenance. But it's like the Tuesday after the new update comes out and the Tuesday after the 6-star crystal is refreshed. And usually there's a track record of there being maintenance when one of those things happen, you know? But nothing yet. So we'll see. Is he? Is that confirmed, Krello? I mean, I hope so. I know, because the last I heard that it was Groot and Daredevil Netflix that were the runners-up for the Hulkbuster buff poll, right? So like he's on he and Daredevil Netflix are on the short list for buffs because everybody is in agreement that they're awful. But I haven't heard anything one way or another that it's confirmed that he's being worked on. But Lordy, I hope so. I want Groot to be like the Mr. Fantastic of the Guardians of the Galaxy synergy. Like, if you get Groot, then you're just set, because he synergizes with everybody. He's got a synergy with Thor, he's got a synergy with Beardo, he's got a synergy with the Guardians, he's got a synergy with Ronan. I'm training myself to differentiate between the two champs, Ronin and Ronan. It sounds really dumb to say, but at least that way everyone knows specifically who I'm talking about. It's either that or we all just come to the agreement of calling him Ronan A and Ronan I. that sounds even dumber. That sounds even dumber. On second thought, let's not do that. Nan and nin. That's right. So moving pretty good down the list here. Should probably start swapping in some of these low 6,000s, just in case. Wind up making sure everybody gets some love. Oh, right, I got 20 energy, that's only 5 tiles. Maybe once I'm done with the 5-star rotation here while I'm waiting for, I don't know, something to happen. Get rolling with some of that other stuff. Because I definitely do not want to be burning energy anymore, which is really nice. Again, wish they had done it sooner, wish the event would last longer, but as it stands, just want to make the most of it while it's still here. Yeah, let's roll with this. There's that. Easy peasy. What kind of game was Brawl Stars? I don't think I've heard of that one. That was an awful lot of shock damage. That was quite nice. Alright, auto block. That's right. Get him. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'll take that. Then let's do... Well, I guess Scarlet Witch is still down there. Let's throw up a Cosmic. Get really cold feet about potentially running into a death squad. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it sucks about the, that not fun aspect of it. Interesting. Learned something new today. Alright, so pretty sure I've got 3 rounds left here for the fives. Is it 3? No, more like 4 or 5. Still pretty good. Still pretty good. Never mind. Never mind. Carry on. Provided that this thing doesn't completely crap out on me. I prefer not to say. It's not a whale account, but it's not a completely F2P account either. Congrats to you, though. And my hat's off to people like BG, who have been doing it from the start. But definitely, yeah. But everyone finds himself somewhere on that spectrum, and again, like I've said before, I never want to shame somebody for their spending or their lack of spending, either which way. So, you know, sometimes people get flack both ways. My whole thing is like, just play the game, have fun, whatever your version of fun is. But then do realize that it is a, what do they call it? Surprise mechanic? That's the newest, or is that an EA term? That it's a surprise mechanic game, and you know, they don't really specify if it's always going to be a good surprise. Willis, how are you, my friend? Happy Monday. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Gotta take a sec. Stretch out my wrist, crack my joints. There's been a lot of arena had here today already. 130 fights in. I'm estimating it's probably going to be somewhere close to 5, maybe 600 when it's all said and done. Probably closer to 5. When's my next stream? Probably same time tomorrow night. I don't think I'm going to be able to break away for a daytime stream again. Have I talked about the tickets? Not recently. But yeah, I've said some things. Oh, the most effective way to get tickets? I don't know, because that depends a lot on how you play the game, right? Like, I'm a huge arena grinder. For me, the most fun part about the game is grinding arena. Like, I just get a big kick out of it. for two reasons. I really enjoy getting to play most of all my champions, or most of all the champions, instead of just cycling the same 5 people in quests and the same 3 people in alliance events. I get to touch, get to play everybody a little bit. Plus, it's really fun to just like plop down, put up some arena points, and then like do or watch something in the background. So for me, as an arena grinder, I would probably say that the battle chips are going to be the best way to get tickets, just because you get a lot of them. But and gold is still so rare, and loyalty goes really fast buying potions in the loyalty store. But that having been said, I also think, now hear me out on this one. Again, coming from the arena grinder perspective, getting the tickets from units is not awful either. And the only reason I say that is because you wind up getting a lot of units from milestones in arena. So if you're doing the milestone grind in arena anyway, not stretch goals for champions, just the basic milestones, you're gonna be winding up getting some units that way. It's not the best way. It's not the. I don't even really say that I recommend it, because units can be more useful elsewhere as well. But I think battle chips probably is going to be the most straightforward way of doing it. But I think at the end of the day too, I'm going to wind up doing the mix and match. It was mix and match before for me. It's mix and match now. It's a lower cost now, which is nice. I just appreciate that it gives you options. Depending on, whatever you have more of, it lets you shift some of the pressure away from things that you don't have a lot of. I think it's a good thing. But yeah, arguably, I think if you spend money in the game, spending money is probably the fastest and easiest way of doing it. Not the best way, it's just on paper, that seems like what it's gonna be. Yeah. And we wound up running map 7. So that's what, 30 tickets, I think. Is it 30 tickets a week or is it 30 tickets a day? I don't remember. It's a big difference, but I don't remember. I think it's 30 a day. So that adds up. It's nice that map 5 is free now. So that's a plus. I kind of would have liked them to have given a little bit of thought to, hey, people don't just run the same map across the entire alliance. Kind of would have been nice if they had figured that out before they announced this 7 change. But again, all things considered, I do think it's an improvement, provided that they follow through on their bit where they refund players for the excess in the treasury that they've donated. If they get that right, then that should be fine. But, cautiously optimistic. Okay, so 150 a week. I did get a laugh out of their post where it's like, well, if you're swimming in gold, you can just use gold for the entire thing. And I don't know if they were just saying that to be funny. I'm hoping they said that because they were being funny. But nowadays, you'd be hard-pressed to find as many people that have that much extra gold lying around anymore, where that would actually be something that they would consider seriously, I know I'm certainly not in that boat anymore. Yo, Ricochet, how are ya? Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had an excellent weekend. And that the week's off to a good start for you. Thanks for dropping by. Good to see you. See, and that's the other thing too. You know, I've got 16K, I've got 16 mil gold, almost 17, right? Which, again, bear with me for a minute, is still a crap ton of gold. A crap ton of gold. You know, like, again, I do a lot of arena, and I've been doing a lot of arena for years, so I've had a stockpile slowly building up over the years before 6 stars got released, right? And then they came out with the gold pool, or the gold, or Deadpool gold quests, right? Gold realms and all that. And I did those each time, just for kicks because it was there, and why not, right? Now this is the part where I asked you to bear with me. So 3-4 months ago, I was sitting at about 30 odd some million gold. And then I started ranking up some of the people I'd been sitting on. Some of the 6 stars, taking some of the 5 stars up, fleshing out some of the 3 and 4s. And over the course of just a couple of months, I burned through 16 million gold that I'm just never going to be able to replenish. Now just, you know, planning out for the future here in the next couple months, if I keep bleeding gold like that, then, you know, it's very, very plausible to run into a serious gold drought, you know? And that's the thing, there's just so many champions in the game introducing at so many different levels of rank ups and rarities, that as rank up materials become more and more commonplace, you know, tier 5 basics, tier 2 alphas, tier 5 class even, as all that starts to become more commonplace, the gold that goes along with it is not adjusting to match. So I mean, like, yeah, okay, sure, cool, you can rank somebody up because you got the rank up materials, but you don't have the gold because the gold hasn't been adjusting along with everything else. So Ricochet, yes, AGTW, one of the few remaining original people here at AGTW, which is really weird to say. Feels like I just got here. But then again, you know, AGT was only a family of like 5 alliances when I joined up, and now we've got like 30, pushing 40 odd some. Yeah, yeah, well, that's exactly. If I, you know, as soon as the next round of tier 5 classes out, or even just with a couple more tier 5 basic rank ups, whether it's a rank 1 to rank 2 6 star or 5 star to rank 5, yeah, that's just huge, like a huge cost. So yeah, you know, I don't know. It would be nice if they had more of those gold boost events instead of just once at the end of the year, you know? Like, with so many other bottlenecks in the game, I don't know why that has to be one of them as well. Apex S, how are my Quake skills? Good, I guess. I'm not going to say I'm a master of Quake and Baker by any stretch, but I'm proficient. I'll give myself that much credit. I'm proficient. I am sorry if I butcher your name, my friend, but Sumik? Glad to have you here. Happy Monday. Again, sorry if mispronounced, but good to see you. Glad you're here. Hope you're having an excellent day here so far. Um, You could, Willis. You could. We still gab with him. He's in the one of the AGTW chats. But give me just a sec here. But you probably would have better luck with the new leader. Oh, there you go. Someone pulled Elsa. Congrats to them. This guy. He's the new leader here. Probably be just a more direct communication there. Requests. Sure, why not? Got that, got that, got that. If that's a chat, then I will check that out. I'll check out the chat off stream. Sorry, I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole with chats on stream, but I'll get you in a bit. I'm still gonna be holding off on that. Oh, cheers. Excellent. Ricochet. They used to run the gold boost twice a year. Once during the Appreciate Week in August and once during the holidays. They didn't do it during the Summoner Appreciation Week. They only did it during Christmas. And I specifically remember that because everyone was complaining about it and because everyone had been stockpiling their gold crystals all year and just really wanted to burn it all off. But, you know, we only had to wait a few extra months till Christmas, but that all having been said, it should be at least biannual, you know. Once in December, once in June, maybe, at the very least. Or at the very least, otherwise, change the mastery to drop a little bit extra gold than it does currently, you know. Actually convince people that it's a worthwhile mastery to invest in as opposed to just a relic of a bygone year. Yeah, Sumik, I absolutely agree. It should either be help all or just do away with the help system whatsoever, such that whenever you finish a team in Arena, it just automatically goes to help. That way, you know, you can just bypass that whole bit about overwhelming their system and their servers with all the sudden influx of help requests. All you gotta do, and this is the most easy, straightforward way to fix it, right? The only benefit of the help system is to get 1,000 loyalty a day, right? All you gotta do is just have a daily quest similar to the daily objective quests that we have currently, right? And have us do one thing, right? Like one thing. And that's it. Then you get your 1,000 loyalty. Everyone still gets the loyalty that they need. We get rid of the help system, which isn't fun to begin with and is seriously in needing of some repairs. And it doesn't involve adding any new systems, you know? Willis, I would very much like to do incursions. I may save that for Thursday night, maybe Friday. But no, sorry, friend. Until Red Guardian grind is done, I'm gonna be going pretty hard on arenas till then. His cutoff was a lot higher than I was expecting. Not awful, but just higher than I was expecting, and I want to make sure that I get there soundly and without panicking at the last minute as I tend to do. But yeah, hit me up again then, and we can roll. Oh. Okay, Apex. Alright. Hey! You're in the stream. And I still pronounce it like it's French. Le Mao, like a French cat. Le Mao. Well, that and as memory serves, last appreciation week really sucked. Like it was just barely acknowledged at all. Like it's a freebie, and I get that, you know, you don't have to do it. But since they've done it like 3 years preceding that, 4 years, whatever it is now, it felt underwhelming. As memory serves. Maybe I'm just forgetting something. Would I like to have an Adaptoid to play as? Absolutely. I wish the Deadpooloids were playable. I don't care what class. I just take an Adaptoid. Just because it's so silly. Come on, my dude. I'll take that. Take that. And I'll take that. That's 19 charges against this Killmonger. I don't think he's going to be around much longer. Super Saiyan time. Yeah. And it's just an outdated system too, you know? They should have done away with it the same time they finally got rid of that, that bases tab. However many years ago that was now. Like, hey, this is something that we implemented at the start. It was a good idea to begin with. It didn't really pan out the way we wanted it to. Gave it the good college try, and now we're moving on to something new, something better. Did I go for Weapon X? No. No, I didn't. I didn't go for Legends for 6-1. Just because I wanted to do it at my own pace, and then I did 6-1 and disliked it so much that by the time 6-2 rolled around and 6-3, I just didn't even want to bother. Like, I was going to get through the content, right? But I didn't want to rush it. And then 6-4 came around, they increased the prize pool to 100, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to plan this out. So I planned it out, and I started in. So I guess, yeah, to answer your question, yeah, I did. So I planned it out, and I went in, and I did like 3 hours worth of it. And I just had such a bad time with it. You know? It just wasn't fun. I wasn't having fun. It was frustrating. I was getting mad. I was blowing boosts all over the place. And I was just like, it's not worth it. For like a not guaranteed thing, it's just not worth it. So I wound up doing it at my own pace, stretched it out over about a week instead of, I think the cutoff was like 12 hours, something like that. That and just sitting and doing something that's stressful repeatedly for 12 hours, as monotonous as it was, nah, that's not my cup of tea. They had a symbioid, Apex. Symbioid. And that was the first and only time that one of those universal Omni class champs had been released to everybody to play. And that little dude was OP as hell. Far and away the best event that Kabam's ever done. And they've never iterated on it since. They did it once, never iterated it or did it again, and now it just lives on in infamy. That one time we gave champions their own little character to raise, level up, and just destroy everything with. It was good times. Yes, Sumik, thank you. Yes. Yeah, that just switched over just a little bit ago, earlier on the stream. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for the kudos. I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about that. And thank you guys all again for subscribing to the channel, for the vote of confidence. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you muchly. All right, so then I'm just gonna go in here and refresh 6 stars just a couple times. I realize that the Elsa fight is over already. A profile pick for a select few for the stragglers. Y'all didn't update your game when the patch came out, and us guys who did wound up getting shafted because y'all wound up keeping the dude as a profile pick, and ours was gone already. Like, you could buy one with units after the fact if you really wanted like a B tier symbiote pick, but to have the actual champion profile, yeah, you had to lag on updating your game. Of course, that didn't come out until it was too late for a lot of us, myself included. I'm not salty about it still. No, I do not have Weapon X. Wish I did, he looks fun. But I don't, currently. If he ever's available as a 5-star, somehow, because supposedly he is and will be, somehow, according to the game, in-game files currently, right now. But no, so far he's only limited to the Legends runs, the Act 6 Legends runs as a 6-star. Someday, maybe. No, not salty about it at all. I think, how long ago was that little symbiote event? Was that 2018? Or the end of like 2017? Oh, gotta pay attention. Ah, crap. Stupid parry mechanics. I'm bitter about that one. The fact that I still remember exactly how people wound up getting that and keeping that profile pic all this time later, I think that says something. I haven't seen how his tentacles specifically, but it's anybody that has like a projectile like that. Because I have noticed that on some other people too. Like some of the tied on appendages. I would imagine Venom's tongue probably would do the same thing too. Yeah, mid 2018. Yeah, so like 2 years ago already. Oh, that's right. I was gonna check the to see if you can find out about the Legends badge, like what you got it for. I'll do that after this round, provided I don't die. That worked. Surprised I don't see more Weapon X in Alliance 4. I think people just figured them out already. Ah, shame. I really mean this. How did that special one not get him? Alright, grudge match. Also versus stupid passive AI Warlock. I tell you, the passive AI is probably my least favorite part of the game. Only because the AI get abilities that you yourself don't or can't. Where else would it say your personal legends? Would that be under the home screen with this one? It doesn't let you select anything. So that just says that I have 2 Legends badges. I thought somewhere it showed you, or at least it told you what the Legends were that you got. Oh, that's lame. Who's better, Night Monkey or Starkey? Night Monkey. Just a little bit better utility with his different cartridges. And he's a little bit easier and quicker to ramp up. Starkey arguably has the better synergy with Blade, though. What? You didn't want those amazing 4-star Sig Stones? Well, I think of it. When is the next time that some of these dudes refresh? That's gonna be a while. Yeah, 5 hours. Nope. I'm gonna be sleeping. These ones, though, should be pretty quick, within an hour. No, because I was just in the titles. And Legend only says that this is a Legend badge, as opposed to saying what specifically was you got it for. And this just goes down to the super common stuff. Kind of a shame, if you ask me. Because it doesn't say anywhere else here on your own personal little page. Because there's no Legends profile pic either. And that's just champions down there. Yeah, shame. Yeah, actually, that would work. Hollow Legends. So, segue. Tangent. Hall Legends Contest Champions. Awesome. So I'm going to switch this over here. And then find Kool-Aid. There we go. So it was for... Oh, that's Abyss. What? Is it back on the first page? Hotel Modoc, December 2017. Actually wound up doing that pretty fast. Not bad. Let's see if I recognize any other names from way back when. Idolist. Rip that dude. May he enjoy retirement forever. Unless he wants to come back. Of course. Put that sentry back to good use. Yeah. There you go. Are all of your 4 stars max, Sherwood? Or are you just waiting to do like one big Sigstone opening? It's like for me, I'm not excited about 4-star Sigstones at all, but I still need them. I still use them. See, this should do it. Yeah. Still don't know why I didn't do it last time. Secondary grudge match. Nobody KOs my Elsa. Not some stupid robot, at least. Alright, Apex, thanks for stopping in. You enjoy the rest of your night. We'll catch you next time. I'll still be going at it. So I'll see you then. Take care, friend. 4 stars are starting to come back online. Those guys refresh quick. Alright, so this is really dumb. This is really dumb. So, and it's really dating myself too. So way back, I've had that handle Kool-Aid 7G for years and years and years and years. I got it off of one of those original MySpace generators. That's like, what's your this name or what's your that name? So it just mashed up a bunch of things. 7G is 7 grand, which was the amount of money I'd like to have in my pocket right now. Kool-Aid was and is my favorite beverage. But then I changed my handle when I got the YouTube page going up, just because I didn't want to run into any sort of like copyright anything with the Kool-Aid brand. Alright, Sumik, thanks for stopping in, bud. Good luck at work. Hope to catch you here in the future. Take care, friend. Yeah, a few more years than I care to admit. The fact that I prefaced that with back in the MySpace days, that it should be a pretty good clue in. Which, by the way, still exists. I mean, as of like a year ago. But MySpace still exists. A lot more focused on music and up-and-coming musicians, as opposed to like a full-on social media page like it used to be, but yeah. So I don't know if I'm gonna pronounce this right, and I'm sorry if I butcher your name, but howdy, Mighty, Mighty, right? Mighty X. I'm saying that right, right? How's it going, bud? Glad I have you on the stream here. Hope you're having an excellent Monday. Oh, still rolling here with the 4 stars again. Get through most of those, go back to the 6s. 6s should start coming back online here with the next 40 minutes, I think. Not sure if I'm still going to be streaming then, but they will be getting in tonight. Well, I hope you get all the shout-outs, Mighty. Take care, bud. Hey, just before you take off, just curious, how many people give a proper full shout-out, or how many people get creative with it? Because that's hilarious, man. Yeah? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. When I first started streaming, one guy came on and was like, "Hey, man," but instead of calling me like Rob or Shoe or somebody like that, it, just for kicks, started calling me Dad. I'm like, that's odd. But the guy's a kid, right? Which is cool. You know, it's cool that the game draws in people from all different walks of life. But then I also realized, too, looking at some of the other streamers like Legacy and Hector and Seaton, you know, a number of other people too. I'm like, oh yeah, these guys are all a good bit younger than me now. But it's fun. It's fun, like I said, that the game covers all the bases. A lot of dudes in my alliance are a good bit older than me too, so a little something for everybody. Oops. Whoops. Let's roll with that, probably. 28 4 stars are not maxed? It's not bad. So then you're, so then what? Are you just saving them for something, or just want to see how big the stash of the 4-star crystals get, sig crystals get? I'd love to get all my 4-stars maxed out. Because that was, again, this dating myself for the game too, but that was a rite of passage moving from, you know, one star rarity to the next, right? Like it was a big deal when I maxed out all of my 2-stars. And it was a huge deal when I maxed out all of my 3-stars, right? But, you know, in today's day and age with today's meta, there's no chance I can max out all my 4s. Not even close. And forget 5s. That's never happening. I shouldn't say never. That is extremely unlikely to happen. Alright, so I'm going to do this round, then back out, probably burn an energy refill on rifts, open a couple of basic arena crystals, because I can do that again now. Pretty excited about that. And then see what time it is. Who knows, maybe when Tiger comes out, he'll go for her as a 4-star in arena. You can take her to max. Speaking of max SIGs, you know what I'm surprised they haven't come out with in a good long while? Is like the Insta Max SIG stone. Like they did that for 2-stars and 3-stars, I think, and I think they only did it for 4s once, where it's like a plus 99 SIG stone for a 2-star, 3-star, and 4-star. Like it was a unit-based offer that they sold in the stores, and they've only done it like maybe once or twice ever. But they haven't done that for a good while. Kind of surprised they haven't, to be honest. Alright, let's go check out some of those arena crystals. So we got 11 hours, 41 minutes till I can open up the next 6-star. Assuming, of course, that it all goes according to plan. And I actually can, like the 6-star crystal is actually updated on time. Hoping it is, but we'll see. It is a mystery. Shards. Of course it's shards. Then again, I guess I'm sitting on 15 of them too. For no particular reason other than I just forgot I had them. What am I looking for again? Basic arenas, right? I really got to do another crystal cleanup. They just creep up out of nowhere. Alright, so that's the first time I get to open up basic arena crystals in God knows how long. And it's really nice. Because they're affordable again. And I get a better variety of drops. It's all going to be gold. Maybe on rare bases I get like 15 units, but still, it's nice. Well, yeah, dude. I gotta hoard. Because if I don't hoard it, it all goes to waste. Like before they introduced the inventory caps, yeah, I was just popping stuff open all the time because who cares? Why not, right? But if you can only carry X amount of boosts this or whoop, you saw nothing. You can only carry so many boosts this or sig stones that or energy refills, whatever, and then it all just expires. Then you know why would you? But then the other stuff, this stuff that I hoard, like the um, max sig crystals and whatnot, that I just do now because that's just fun to do for like crystal cleanup videos. Gold pool crystals I'm only hoarding just on the off chance that it somehow plays into platinum pool. Well, I was doing that before the update. With the update, it looks like platinum pool is still not going to be available, which is a shame. I thought it was going to be a gold pool. Look at all those gold pools. I'm going to get one this time. Ah. But yeah, then everything else is pretty much for crystal openings. Otherwise, like tier 4 class frag crystals, all these full tier 1, tier 2 crystals, stuff like that, I just can't open. Tier 4 class, stuff like that, I can't open because I can't use it. Someday I can use it. As soon as I open up my inventory a little bit, burn some of the catalysts I got, then I can pop a couple open. But otherwise, then, you know, it just goes to waste. And that's no fun. No gold, no platinum pool that time. Yeah, I'm guilty. I don't care, but I'm guilty. Wish it wasn't that case. Or wish there was like some way to convert them into something that I wish, you know what I wish, what I really wish was in the game? Is that you could craft your own rank up stones. So you can convert all those unused tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 class catalysts. It's like a rank up stone. So you can clear out your inventory, but not have everything go to waste. You know? Like, hey, I'd like a rank 3 to 4 skill 5-star rank up gem, right? I've got all the different components for it. Just push a button and poof, now I've got a 3 to 4 skill rank up stone in my inventory. Let's do one more of these just for kicks. Alright, so let's see what we get this time. It's gonna be the same song and dance. Same mutant adaptoid at the beginning. Let's just throw Sunspot at him, why not? Alright, so this time it is a Mystic Awakening and a Cosmic Sigstone. So this rift is gonna be lucky another 10%. So was that like 40, maybe 50% of a tier 5 basic? It's not bad at all. I'll take that. Not bad at all. Really would like to get a mutant awakening stone though for the 5-star, because then I just wake up my gold pool. Not because he's particularly useful, but because he would just be awakened, and I don't have to worry about the RNG from the crystals anymore. See, the thing is that when you can finally sell the tier 4 for tier 5, it's going to be such a ridiculously nominal amount. Like, it's going to be like 90 tier 5 shards out of the 45,000 that you need to fully form. I mean, you're going to have people that just sell their entire stash for like 10% of a tier 5 class, but still, I don't think that'd be really worth it. Just like I don't think it's really worth it right now, the conversion rate from selling tier 1s or tier 2s or tier 3s. Yeah, sure, boy, no kidding. No kidding. See, and that idea makes sense too, you know, because that sort of system is already in the game, especially now with the ticket system. You can buy a ticket with 5 different resources, or 4 different resources. It'd be the same way, you know? Nice little heavy attack to end that off right there. Hey! Man of the hour. Let's, since it's Red Guardian, I'm just gonna see how long it takes for this dude to punch me into pulp. I think the suicides are gonna wind up doing more damage than his actual attacks. But I have not yet been defeated by this guy. I've quit out of fights, but I haven't been beaten by him yet. Again, what a shame. This dude would be really fun to play. Not useful by any means, but fun to play. There you go. Attaboy. Oh no. Platinum pool 1. Well. Time to try. Bye. Give me your fake Beardo. special one, get some bleed going, even though it's not going to do a whole lot. Cool. And another senior crystal. Hey, there you go. Fully formed. Should screenshot that. Look what I got out of my rift. See how many people wind up sending me hate mail on the forums because they don't stop and think about it. But that's pretty good. That is that's 2 tier 5 basic now. I think. Pretty sure it's 2. Which is good. I'm assuming I get the 5-star Guardian. It's plausible now that I could rank 5 them. I don't know if I will, but I have the resources to now, at least. Wonder which one I'm gonna get. The last one I got was the one that was the super heavy tease that he's gonna be available to get somehow. The one that tells you, I'm gonna be easier to get than Gold Pool was, and I should really join your roster, something like that. Like, dude, don't say that. Don't give me hope. Alright, so then here's the plan, fellas, for the rest of the evening. I'm gonna burn through these couple 4-star teams, and then I'm probably gonna call it a night for a live stream. Get up, stretch my legs a bit, maybe sleep for a couple hours, get back up, roll some more. But I will be back up again, streaming same time tomorrow night. Do look for a video sometime during the day, though, with the 6-star crystal, since that presumably is going to get updated at midday-ish. But I'm really hoping for somebody new, and I do not care who it is. I would be super happy to get a 6-star Iron Patriot, 6-star Kamala Khan, 6-star Joe Fixit. Just so long as they're new. And the only reason is just because with the arena grind right now, those extra points will be super useful. But we'll see. Stay tuned. And hopefully just not extra 20 more SIGs on friggin' Kingpin. Or Heimdall, for that matter. What was it? That's freaky. It was just in the store not too long ago. That's super useful. Yeah, sweet. I'm getting one. Probably getting 2. Those come in really handy with Void and Flow. Good call, Ricochet. Thank you. special 2 to end that. Surprised that in-game mail hasn't popped up yet, but figured before I close, just back out, see if it's shown up, see which flavor I got. See, that must be nice. That must be nice. You get to actually go in and enjoy the mode a bit more instead of just having fun and interactive nodes thrown in your face left and right. Poor Shadow. Someday, my friend. Someday. Someday soon. Oh boy. Yeah, well, you're really missing out. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. See what the changes to the mechanic wind up being, where if you get a boost if you bring a flow champ or bring a control champ against another control champ. See how that winds up playing out. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but we'll see. Uh-oh. Stupid Dexy Spider Gwen. Bit overkill, but at least this way I don't get run the risk of her dexing and me getting clipped and KO'd. Your Phoenix healing is no match for me. Friggin' Hyperion. Alrighty. I figure that's probably good enough for right now. That's good enough for right now. Oh, there's the message. It is... Anyway. Congrats on 2-star Sunspot. That is still a Sunspot. Depending on his synergies, Still might be pretty useful. Who's in the next basic arena? I have no idea. We're going to find that out tomorrow. It's probably about 12 hours from now. We'll see. Hopefully somebody interesting and still fairly useful. But there we go, guys. That's going to do me for tonight. I'm going to tap out. Sitting at about 16.5 million, which is about 5 million points more than I had at the start of the stream, so it's not bad. I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's been watching live, who's been tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for gabbing here the last couple hours. It's been a lot of fun seeing you guys, gabbing with you guys, and hanging out. I want to give a big thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. We hit 500 here early on in the stream, and that was really amazing. That was really amazing. It's been a big goal and a milestone for the channel to get there, and thanks to you guys, you made it a reality. So thank you again. I just need to figure out what I'm going to put in my CCP application. Which also brings me to the next bit. If you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, please feel free. I have now hit the 500 subs to get into the CCP, so now it's just to stay tuned for all the cool new stuff that's going to be coming down the pipes. I got a couple of videos that are already preloaded into YouTube, and those are going to be airing over the next couple of days. I also got a video coming out tomorrow with a 6-star crystal opening when the crystal refreshes, so plenty of cool stuff coming down the pipes, so I'll see you then. But until next time, everybody, take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. And be well, everyone. Bye for now.